So I think most of us see that if we're here and we just work with our legs, doesn't do too much, right? Moreover, I should keep my spine engaged. If I start arching my back and I rotate, I can really hurt myself. So we start to see that using the hips is important. If I rotate my hip inward, what's likely to happen? He may throw me, or if I do it faster or put enough weight, I might slide where? I might slide inside. Maybe that's better in some respect for a second or two, but ultimately he still has me snared, right? If I go outside, again, I may land outside, but he may throw me as well. So the hip is the core, it's the key, you need it, but it's rarely enough. So what I want to see is, I should also be using my lower leg, at least on one side. So it's just like if I think of a punch, like a basic double block. That might be enough to stop it, but it's rarely enough to give me purchase to go in. I sometimes need to delay and drag it in order to go in or to counter punch and hit. Same thing. It's almost like Hubad and Kali. If I'm working with my hip, I want to think, if I'm trying to go, let's say, to JB's right side, my left, I could have adhesion with that shin, but it's rarely enough to get me cleanly out unless I'm lucky. Usually what I'll do is I'll pass a foot over. So now that toe is monitoring my left, and it makes it easier for me to ride out. I'm literally looking, especially when he's just on my shins. If I was here and he gets me up, it's very hard to get free. So I use one toe to pass over. That helps me monitor. Even if this comes back up inside, my knee is there, I just slide. I go to my underhook. Right? So watch again. We're here, I'm working with my hips, that's great. Toe comes out. And as I become better at it, just by falling and falling and falling and sliding out, I start to see where do I end up most of the time. My thigh's guiding, my other leg is helping. I'll see, maybe I'll be in a position I want to keep, maybe I want to go knee on body. I could be higher, I could be here. And basically the same thing applies. Toe comes out. Toe comes out. He pulls me down. Whoa. Toe comes out. I get position. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You try to keep tension with one side to preoccupy him. Come over. Be careful about crossing over yourself. I don't want to do this. I cross over him but under me. I pull out. Right? So I don't want to go, if I'm up here, I don't want to go over myself. That's just going to make it easy to throw me. I want to go over him. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah? Try.